Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garuda Dhwaja Mangalam Pundarikaksho Mangalayatanu Harihi Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvat Sadhike Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Brahma Murari Tripurantakari Bhanu Shashibhu Misuto Buddhasya Gurusya Shukraha Shanirahu Ketava Sarve Graha Shantikara Bhavantu Sarve Graha Shantikara Bhavantu Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
And allow yourself to really arrive. Whether you've come an hour by car or many, many, many hours by flight, or any combination of it. We've all traveled in the body to get here. And our bodies have arrived, we made it. But what about the rest of us? This is a retreat not just for the body. It's not just about rest and relaxation of the body. It's about a deepening, an opening in the mind, in the heart. It's about allowing ourselves to truly blossom and unfold into the very truth of who we are. And for that, we have to be here fully. So allow yourself to really arrive. Drop into the breath. And feel that breath as the sacred prana, the life force that's flowing through you, connecting you to the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to drop in. Drop into that place within you which is not moving, which never moves, never changes, isn't angry or happy, isn't up or down. But that just is. That light, that shining light of awareness that just is. Allow yourself to drop deeply into that presence. If the mind wanders, just gently bring it back to the breath. As the breath anchors you in this very moment, pulls you out of the past, out of the future, and brings you right here in this very moment. Into the perfection of this very breath. And as you exhale, on each exhalation, just let yourself drop deeper and deeper, letting go more and more of whatever it is that's occupying your mind, whatever fluctuations in thought, emotion, memory. Just allow yourself on the exhalation to breathe them out. Just let go. And allow yourself just to sink deeper and deeper into the very core of who you are. Allow the awareness, the attention to stay focused on the world inside, that source of light, source of awareness, the infinite and eternal presence of light within you. As you exhale, just keep dropping deeper and deeper back into it. Ever so gently, bring the palms of your hands together at chest level. Just gently rub the palms of your hands against each other. And then place the palms of your hands over your closed eyes. And slowly lower the hands and open your eyes. Let's begin with the recitation together of the mantra for the Guru. It's Guru Purnima. It's a very beautiful mantra. I think probably most of you know it. I'm sure there are some who don't go, so I'll help out your neighbors. And I'll recite a couple words of it. You'll recite after, and we'll begin with this sacred invocation to the one who removes the darkness and brings the light. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And it means essentially the Guru is everything. The Guru is the creator. The Guru is the sustainer. The Guru is the dissolver and the one into whom everything dissolves. The Guru is that eternal, unknowable, supreme reality, existence. And to that, I bow, I surrender. This retreat is a very sacred opportunity for us. We'll have, Swashakaji was explaining several different sessions and opportunities. We've got 4 or 5 different sessions that are called the satsang sessions. In the sessions, we will always begin with a recitation of sacred mantras by Pujya Swamiji to get us really just anchored and grounded and connected energetically. Then we'll each share some thoughts, some words, and then we'll open it up for questions and answers. I think this evening we won't go into questions because we're going to go into a walk after this. But all of the other sessions will have time at the end of each session for questions. This evening, as we dive into our sacred theme of discovering that light of who we are, freeing ourselves of the darkness. You know, it's important to realize darkness in and of itself is not bad. Darkness is not evil or wrong. In Rishikesh, we have these sacred, beautiful Radhkirani flowers that actually blossom only in the night. Like you want to stay awake in the night to smell these flowers. When we celebrate Krishna Janmashtami or we celebrate Shivaratri, these are holiest nights. Shivaratri is the darkest night. Krishna Janmashtami is always a very dark night, aside from the fact that it's at midnight. But they're nights that are filled with great light, great divinity, great sacredness. They are the exact antithesis of badness or wrongness. They're the holiest, most auspicious nights. So it's important to just begin with the awareness that darkness is not bad. The darkness that we speak about the Guru dispelling is the darkness of ignorance. Why do we need to dispel it? Because it makes us suffer. It's not, again, that ignorance in and of itself is inherently bad. Okay? Some of us know more things about certain things than others. Some people are more inherently, innately intelligent with more capacity than others. Again, nothing good or bad. Some people are good artists, some people are good musicians, some people happen to have, like they came onto the world with well-developed brains. Great. But ignorance itself, again, not bad, wrong, evil, unless it's the ignorance that makes us suffer. And that's why all of this emphasis of darkness to light, darkness to light. When we pray our sacred mantra of asatoma sadgamaya, tamsoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. So a lot of times people think of it as 3 separate prayers. Oh God, lead me from falsehood to truth, prayer number 1. Lead me from darkness to light, prayer number 2. Lead me from death to immortality, prayer number 3. But that's not actually what the depth of the mantra is. It's really, oh God, lead us from the darkness of ignorance, the darkness of falsehood, in which we identify as the one who is born, who changes, who dies. And in that false identification, we suffer. And we bring suffering to others. Lead us from that to the light of truth, of realizing that we are the one who is immortal, the one who was not born, the one who does not die, the one who doesn't change. And in that light of wisdom, our suffering ends. So the issue with ignorance and darkness is it's suffering. It's not that we're sitting here and saying, darkness is bad, ignorance is bad, thou shalt get rid of your darkness and ignorance. It's just that it makes us suffer. If we went around the room and I said to you all, don't worry, I won't, but if I did, and I picked on you randomly and I said, what is your greatest source of stress and tension and upsetness in your life today, this week, this month, this year? Almost inevitably, we will give some answer that is related to us in this body, in this story, in this role. Whether it's my aching back, my knee, my elbow, the weight I can't lose, or it's my neighbor, or my spouse, or my lack of a spouse, or my boss, or my employee, or my in-laws. Or it's my bank account, and it's not fair. Why does he have so much? It's something related to the narrative of this body on earth in this role, and how it interacts and intersects with other bodies, and other narratives, and other stories, and other roles on planet Earth. And so we suffer. The Guru is the one who helps us remove that ignorance. I remember when I had been in India a really short time, sitting, taking daily seva from Pujya Swamiji, and he holds up a pen, and he says to me, you are not this pen. And I laughed. And I was a 25-year-old PhD student. It's like, all right, there's a lot in the world I don't know, but I do know that I'm not a pen. And I laughed, and he said, you laugh because you know you are not a pen, but you still think you are your body, your story, what you've been through, your emotions. He said, there will come a day where when I tell you you are not the body, not that story, not that history, that you laugh in the same way that you do today when I tell you you're not a pen. That's the light that is needed for us. You know, in yoga philosophy, when they speak about the 5 things that make us suffer the most, like the 5 main causes of suffering, what we call the kleshas, they're avidya, meaning ignorance of who we are, asmita, ego, again, that arises out of avidya, because I think I am this body, I think I'm this story. So I've got this whole narrative wrapped up around it, how things should be, who I am, don't you know who I am? Asmita, rag and dvesh. So our desires and our aversions, what I think I need to be happy, what I think I need to be in peace, what I'm yearning for, whether it's money and prestige or love and appreciation, whatever it is, an apology from someone from 30 years ago, just to make someone understand something. I mean, we've all got this sense of, if I just had this thing, it could be tangible, it could be intangible. It's wrong. And the way if I could, for God's sakes, get rid of someone, something, this situation, this challenge, this difficulty. So these desires and aversions, likes and dislikes, you can say. And abhinivesh, which is fear of death. And of course, I've just breezed through, a 6-month course in 2 minutes, but abhinivesh it's a fear of death, physical death, ego death. This idea that I'm somehow going to cease to exist, well, causes a lot of suffering. No one wants to cease to exist. These are the 5 causes of suffering. Every one of them is rooted in, we begin with avidya, ignorance, and all of them are rooted in that ignorance. I am this, therefore. And the Guru is the one who helps us see, no, you are not that. It's how the Bhagavad Gita begins, right? Why is Arjuna so upset? Oh my God. I could cause harm to them, I could do this, and then, oh my God, I could die. And Bhagwan Krishna spends these sacred, divine 700 verses helping Arjuna understand, you got it all wrong. Neither are you the one who could die, nor are you the one who could take life, nor are you who you think you are, nor are they who you think they are, nor is your whole purpose on earth what you think it is. And that's what happens with us. And this darkness is causing not only suffering in our own lives, but it's what makes us bring suffering onto the world. Conflict, wars, violence, climate change. It's all rooted in this ignorance, this false identification, whether it's my race, my religion, my ethnicity, my color, my wealth, whatever it is, my career, my title, my role. So the Guru helps us break free from that. It's that, like that metaphor of the snake and the rope, right? The snake is really scary. The minute the light goes on and you realize it's a rope, or the kid cries out in the middle of the night that there's a monster in the closet, and it turns out it's just a jacket on the hanger. And here's the beautiful thing, though, about the light of the Guru, is once you see that it is a rope, once you see that it is a jacket on the hanger, it never scares you anymore. The rope can never go back to being a snake. The jacket can never go back to being a monster. And that's what we're here for, to dive into that. Who are we? Who are we that is not the bundle of reasons for suffering that we have walked into the room with? Who are not the story that we tell ourselves about who we think we are? And who are we that is both simultaneously the one who is never born and never dies, but also simultaneously the one who is embodying this life? Just last night we were sitting with a family who had just lost a loved one last week, a young man in a tragic car accident. And when we have tragedies like that in our life, when suddenly we are face to face with death, our own impending death, the death of a loved one, hear about it, it does something very powerful, which is it makes us suddenly realize how absolutely inconsequential what most of the stuff that most of us spend most of the time wrapped up about. And that brings us into the truth of who we are. Because when you realize simultaneously, number one, this life is a gift. It's a gift. I deeply, deeply believe that God would not have given us a human body, these senses that we've been given, the ability to see, to hear, to taste, to smell, to love, to care, to create, if we weren't supposed to use them. I mean, think about it. You give someone a gift. You want them to ignore it, pretend it's not there, or you want them to love it and use it. So we're absolutely supposed to love and celebrate every minute, every moment of this life. And simultaneously remember that this isn't who we are. That ultimately we are that, which is that unchanging divinity within. And that's a really hard, by the way, awareness to move through the world with. It's really hard. So if you cannot hold that awareness 24 hours a day, do not worry. Welcome to the human race. It's why we also hold the awareness of the sacredness of our human incarnation. We remember the highest truth, but we simultaneously, in every minute and every moment, are aware of the sacredness of this gift. And lastly, for now, as we think about darkness and as we spend the day together to allow that light of the Guru to show us the light of who we are, it's important to realize that we can only do that if we are prepared to look at the places where we are dark. And again, remember, I don't mean bad, I don't mean evil, I don't mean wrong. I just mean stuck, living in ignorance. If we're not able to look at that, if we keep it blocked up, that light can't reach it. It's like the example that Pujya Swamiji always gives about the sun is shining, but if we're sitting in the room and our curtains are drawn, doesn't matter how many sun mantras you chant or sun salutations you do, you're not going to get that light. And if we're not able to look within at the places in us, in our thoughts, in our mind, in our patterns, in our habits that are stuck, that are in ignorance, we're not going to be able to open them to the light. It's like if you've got a wound, at some point you've got to take off the bandage, off the Band-Aid, and allow the light to actually get to it, or it's just going to stay wet and gross forever. And so we have to allow ourselves. You know, one of my favorite scenes is the scene at the end of The Wizard of Oz, where, you know, through the whole story, there's this sense of, oh my God, this wizard who's terrifying, and everybody's so afraid of the wizard, so afraid of the wizard. This big, 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 towering figure. And of course they get there at the end, and Dorothy's dog, Toto, what does he do? He pulls back the screen, and it turns out that the wizard is this tiny little man with a projector. And it's such a powerful metaphor for our lives, because I know on a personal level, when we are living with aspects that feel dark in us, fear, anger, grudges, issues, insecurities, whatever it may be, it feels huge. And a lot of times we don't want to look at it. But the moment we do, what you realize is, oh my God, that fear, that ignorance, that darkness in me, this thing that I've not wanted to look at is actually much, much smaller. But it's got this big projector that's making me think that I am dark, I am wrong, I am not worthy, I am not lovable, I am somehow lacking and deficient in some core way, dark in some core way, wrong in some core way. But you've got to look at it to be able to pull back the curtain and see it for just the tiny little projection that at some point in your life someone gave you that you've internalized as your own and now projected on. And so during these days, I pray and hope and encourage us all to have the inner courage to really allow ourselves to look deep within and ask, where am I stuck? Where am I in that darkness of ignorance that light can't get in? Because we have what we're looking for. Just to end with a sweet story of a washerman in India who one day was washing clothes in the river as they do, and they scrub the clothes in the river. And he came upon a diamond. But he didn't know it was a diamond. And he used the diamond to scrub the clothes because he thought, oh, this is great. This is harder than any rock that I've ever found before. It's great. It gets all these good stains out. And then one day, it occurs to him, let me find out what this thing is. And he goes to a vegetable seller who looks at it and says, oh, that's pretty. I'll give you, 5 cucumbers for it. And he says, nah. And he goes and he asks kind of different people in the market who offer him different amounts of fruits or vegetables or grain. And finally he goes to a jeweler who recognizes it for what it is and gives him huge amounts of money in exchange for it that of course make him no longer have to be the washerman, transform his life. And it's a story that Parmarth Ramakrishna used to tell, and I love the story so much because this is what the Guru does for us. We have the diamond. We are the diamond. But we don't know it. And so we're using our lives, using our minds, using our hearts, using our time and energy, scrubbing out clothes. And the Guru's the one who really shows us the very truth of who we are. And not only does that give the knowledge and the wisdom that frees us from those suffering, but it transforms our life. Because that knowledge is the wealth. And with that, everything changes. So, I'll ask Pujya Swamiji to bless us with words of wisdom, inspiration, and blessings on this first sacred satsang.
Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatamaham vande paramanandamadhavam. Shanti, Shanti. Sadhvi, Bhagwati, my dear sisters and brothers, it's so beautiful to be here today. And spending a weekend for satsang, looking for knowledge, looking for direction. World is so amazing, going in such an amazing speed. No one has time. Anybody else, oh, I don't have a time. But even living in this world, knowing this, that nobody has time, but you found the time for 5 days to be here, that makes you very special. And I'm very proud of you, that you are the true seekers. It's not easy. It's really not easy. One day, one lecture, one session, but being for 4 or 5 days, it needs you, a real you. And here's the way to start this journey. 3 things are very, very crucial in life, very important. In our scriptures, it said so beautifully, Durlabham Trayamevetat Deva Nugraha Hetukam. Durlabham Trayamevetat Deva Anugraha Hetukam Manushyatvam Mumukshatvam Mahapurusha Sanshaya. 3 things are indeed very difficult to find, to have in life. Number 1, Manushyatvam. Very lucky to have this. All lives are sacred, all lives are great, because we all believe the whole creation is divine and pervaded by the divine, created by the divine and pervaded by the divine. Whole sacred is amazing, beautiful. The moment you come to know the secret of this creation, you will fall into love with everything. You will not hate anything. Even its darkness also. You need darkness also sometimes. Many things are done in darkness. To create, creation itself, a seed, goes very deep down in the Mother Earth. No light is there. And being in the dark, look at that, how the life comes. So not to worry about the darkness. It's not embracing the light in dark times. But even in the dark times, not only the dark time, but all the times. How to embrace that light? It's not that light is somewhere sitting there, you have to turn it on. First you have to, when you build the house, you wire the house, you put all the switches, when you need, turn it on and turn it off. Believe me, God has given us a built-in system. Just there, the day you are born, before even you are born, being in the mother's womb, before you come to the mother's womb, just there, the light is there. We need that awareness to recognize that light. Even look at Lord Krishna. It's amazing. It's a beautiful story. Millions and millions and millions of people love him. But he himself, he came middle of the night, 12 o'clock, middle of the night, and the darkest night of that month, just to give a assurance, I am in the dark also, don't worry. Just be there. And in the being born in the darkest night, in the jail, can you imagine the challenge of life, people would go to the jail when they commit some crime. And here his Creator is coming to give you the assurance, hey, come on, don't worry. I'll start there where you have the biggest fear. And he started his life from the jail. And from the jail to the jungle, the amazing story. Amazing story. Whole life in such a young age. And not only that, he was born, even he could not spend with mother and father. He was taken away. Went to another village nearby and was being taken care of there. From the day one, don't worry about the darkness. Just think about the light. How you think, you become. You think about darkness, darkness is there. You think about light, light is there. I remember when I was very young, I was taken to the jungle, and being in the jungle for a few years, I met so many saints, amazing saints. Being in the caves for 12 years, never came out. Just for bhiksha, also somebody gives you the alms, bhiksha, something to eat, you eat. If it doesn't happen, no problem. That's a divine will. No complaint, no grumbling. Amazing people, living with less and being more. There were thousands of reasons to complain. There were no door-to-door service, no Amazon.com, no Chichi, no McDonald's. Yeah, no, nothing was there. You just order it and you have it. No menu for tomorrow. Amazing thing was that I remember sometimes days go by, maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, sometimes 1 week, and nothing to eat. Just drink water and no complaint. And anybody you ask, how are you? They will say, must, means super. What is that? Being in such a dark age, dark situation, where thousands, dark age means what? When you start complaining, you are living in dark. Even you are living in illuminated house, a beautiful house, air-conditioned house, but if you keep complaining, it means you are living in the dark. It's not that someone else is the reason for your darkness. You are the reason. Become aware of it. If you're not aware of it, you will keep suffering. You will have so much pain in life. That's why these retreats are very important. The first thing, the three things, one is human birth. You are very lucky. Dogs are great, cats are wonderful, very sweet, very cute. Kitties are cute. But they cannot come to satsang. They cannot understand satsang. What is talking about? They must be talking to each other. No? You are lucky that you are sitting and you understand. You can share with others. Even they want to share, they want to give, sometimes they cannot. We think they are. They do. But when it comes to knowledge, light, they are not that fortunate, but you are. Then is Manushyatvam Mumukshutvam. And you have been given a beautiful life, a intact, a perfect body. Just ask those people who are in the hospitals, crippled, are given with special needs, they born. I was just talking to somebody that God has kept me. When I was born, I had this problem, this problem, this problem. He gave me a long list. But if God has survived me in those situations, it means God has some special purpose for my life. And I want to achieve that purpose. Just understanding that God has given so many challenges. He said, when I was born, I was in that day, I had a problem with me. As I grew, so many problems I faced. But today I understand there is a meaning behind life. Why God has made me alive? It means I will understand that purpose of my life and I will fulfill that purpose of my life. And then he said, in all these days, because of my parents' sanskaras, my parents have given me the values. Now I understand, yes, why God has brought me to this earth. I am not going to live for myself. God has given me so much, but it's all will be spent to create a sustainable world. And he said, without spirituality, there is no sustainability, I have understood, of any kind of creation. That's why it comes not only not only being born as a human being. At the same time, manushyatvam, mumukshutvam. Second thing is the desire to learn. The desire to know that who am I? We'll talk in coming days. Who am I? Why we are here? What is the purpose of life? But in this young age, this guy just got married and he says, now we too will become one and serve the world. We'll take care of the creation. This is awareness. Otherwise, you keep complaining, I was so sick, I was born this way, I was born that way. Rather than complaining and having so many reasons, and he has a reason to complain. God, why me only? You don't find anybody else? Every time you find me to give me trouble? Yeah? He said, not why me, but I will say, try me. At least you know that I can take it because of you. Because of you, I can take it. Give me the trouble if you want to give. But at the same time, give me the courage also. I am not complaining, but give me the courage also to take care of it. So just go through it. This awareness. No matter what, where you are in the jungle or in the darkest night you are born, if you stay awake, you stay aware, turn that light on. How we will turn that light on, we'll talk in coming days. But one thing today you take away is no complaint, no grumbling, no matter what. I am not going to complain. I can do it. I'm not alone. I have someone with me. In the ashram, 5 o'clock in the morning, we have a beautiful prayer there. Sitaram, 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 kahiye, jahi vidhi rakhe ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. And then further it said, Tu akela nahi pyare, Ram tere saath mein. You are not alone. That divine insurance company is with you all the time. Never fails. No premium, no dues. This insurance company, if you don't pay your dues, no insurance. No, really, go to the hospital. Sorry, sir, you have not paid your dues. But here he has given us such a beautiful body, and we have never paid our dues even. No fees, no dues. Still we keep claiming so much, keep blaming so much. Anything goes wrong, oh God. God? Why not poor me? You don't control when you eat. You eat such a big burger and big pizza, and then there's a stomach ache. You say, "Oh God, what God will do?" No? This awareness, this light, that every step of your life, be aware. And third thing is, Manushyatvam, Mokshatvam, Mahapurusha Sanshaya. Because it's a good Purnima. The third thing is Mahapurusha Sanshaya. Just having the association of a Holy One in your life. If you have that association, because I know why is that important. I was very young when I was given this association. The parents were very spiritual, very religious. Because of them, we got that association, got that Sangati, got that Santa Samagam. And because of that, I can tell you, you are worried about this darkness of these dark times. We'll talk those dark times also. There are dark times. How to deal with them, we'll talk tomorrow. But at the same time, I can tell you, when you have an association of holy ones in your life, of some saint in your life, but I could see, I could have in my life, in the jungle, out of the jungle, wherever it was, the touch of that keeps you together, keeps you there. Sometimes we are not there. We think we are there, we are lost. And we keep losing ourselves because of these small challenges. Spirituality makes you strong. Hey, come on. You are able. Don't be miserable. You can do it. And how we will do it, in coming days, we will discuss all of that. Where is that light? How to find that light? How to find that love? How to take care of those challenges. So 3 things: be proud of yourself that you have a perfect human body, a healthy human body. Otherwise, go to the hospitals and ask them. To be thankful to the divine. Thank you. We keep giving thank you to anybody. 1 glass of water, thank you. And especially when we are out at home, maybe we don't say thank you. Can you bring 1 glass of water? And we don't say thank you. The moment you go out, even 1 glass, even half glass, thank you. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you. The God who has given these hands to hold that water, the God who has given this beautiful mouth to drink through. How many times? That's why these retreats are very important, to remind ourselves how to be thankful, how to be grateful, how to have that attitude of gratitude. Because we forget very easily. Very easily we forget that it's me who has done it. It's me who has done it, who has created it. Sadhvi was just talking about the darkness of arrogance or ignorance. You know, sometimes I keep thinking, I was seeing this rose. God is amazing. Look at this rose, so beautiful. Nowhere written anywhere, maybe not on the front, maybe in the back, maybe not here, maybe behind the back of the leaf. G-O-D. Don't forget, it's me who has created it. You know, everybody wants to take credit. Small painting. It's written even not on the front, maybe in the down. Me. whoever the painter is. Even nowadays, every banana, every apple has a sticker. Every banana has a sticker. Amazing. And one bunch is okay, just put somewhere in the bag, one sticker. Every banana, every apple, every apricot, small sticker. It's me who has brought it. And look at the amazing landscaping. Beautiful lake. Go outside. Nowhere will be written God. No? कहीं तो नहीं लिखा है, कुछ भी नहीं लिखा है, और हम लिखते लिखते मर जाते हैं और सब फिर यही छोड़ जाते हैं और यही छोड़ जाते हैं। मजे की बात ये है, चलो कुछ ले भी जाते तो अच्छा था, कोई बता दो मुझको कोई लेके गया हो। चलो जिंदगी भर के लिए नहीं, शाम भर के लिए से, एक रात के लिए से ढोकला ले चलो, जलेबी ले चलो, रसगुल्ला ले चलो। Oh, I love rasgulla. Okay, let me take 1 pound rasgulla. No, won't take it. 1 box of rasgulla, rasmalai, puran puri, nothing can go with you. जब सब ही रह जाना है, मैं नहीं, मेरा नहीं, ये धन किसी का है दिया। मैं नहीं, मेरा नहीं, ये धन किसी का है दिया। जो भी अपने पास है वो सब किसी का है दिया। मैं नहीं, मेरा नहीं, ये धन किसी का है दिया। फिर भी signature. Nowhere you will see God's signature. That's why you are looking for Him. अपनी छोटी छोटी बात पे सिग्नेचर करते रहते हैं। मेरा सिग्नेचर नहीं लेटर के ऊपर। I am the president, but you have not taken my signature. I resign. I resign. How you can do that? This is not fair. I am running this show. नहीं भाई, क्या? इसलिए let us come out of this darkness. This is darkness. This is darkness. Look at him, no signature, no sticker, and still whole world is on. And 8 billion people. I was amazed. You know, we have a global entry. So when I came, to Sadhvi said, I took my card out, global entry. She said, no need now. I said, why? She said, just look at the camera. And that's it. You are clear. Amazing. 8 billion people. And I see him. What is here? Can you tell any difference? छोटी छोटी आंखें सबकी हैं. 8 billion eyes and 8 billion. Wow, what a creator. And still you don't believe in him. कि सब ठीक रहेगा. We keep worrying. Keep fighting. 8 billion people. And when I landed, some country said, okay, put this finger. One, amazed, okay, go. What is it here? And 8 billion people have a different lines. Can you believe it? And still we don't believe it.
Human mind.
Nahin?
How the human mind is.
Huh?
How the human mind is.
Yeah.
How they have created it. Lord has given it them.
Let's look at this AI now.
Yeah, I like it.
Forget about the human mind even. AI,
Yeah.
artificial intelligence. We'll talk tomorrow. But amazing. And we have given the real intelligence. Still we want to live in unreal world. That's what the Rishi said. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya It means, O Lord, please lead me from unreal to the real. That at least I can understand what is unreal. What is that I'm living in unreal world created by my own? He created amazing, amazing world, but I create my unreal world, my false world, and I keep living in it. Like the frog in the well. The poor frog thinks, this is my world. Never jump. That's why the retreat is needed. How to jump out of those walls. How to break those walls. How to break those barriers and make the bridge between us, between humanity, our relationships. And that's why we need these retreats. It's 8:15 tomorrow, because to me time management is very important. There's another way to live. Time management, tongue management. So much fuss is being created nowadays in our relationship because of the tongue management.
Time management.
So number 1, time management. Number 2, tongue management. And number 3, thought management. We'll talk maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whenever we have time, whatever will come. I didn't decide what to speak, but as Sadhviji built the beautiful road, I said, let us drive on it. And God bless you. I'm very happy that you all are here. And being in this difficult time and difficult world, how to go through it. We'll share more. We are together in this journey and we'll see it through. God bless you. Please close your eyes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti